Hey everyone. So as you know, we weren't able to get together at Pantown Brewing for Hops and History this month. So what I thought might be fun is give you guys the opportunity to play our trivia at home with your family or by yourself, whoever you're quarantined with. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to set up the questions here. We're going to have 6 categories of 5 questions each. And there's going to be one image round. So we're going to skip the sound round for this time. So just pause it if you need to think. Remember, no phones allowed. Obviously, there's no way for me to police that when you're at your home, but it's just a way to learn something new. And just a reminder, this is not just local history. It's a mix of local history, national history, world history, but also some pop culture and sports and other things too. So play along, have fun, and I'll give you the answers at the end. So our first category is Minnesota and the NFL. We are going to do a total of 6 categories and 1 image round. We are not going to do the sound round today. So, question 1. Which Vikings wide receiver set the record for single-season rookie touchdown receptions? Question 2. Which Minnesota Viking, who was drafted as a tight end in 1999, but also played as an H-back and a fullback, hailed from Carrington, North Dakota? Question 3. Which Cold Spring, Minnesota native began his NFL career as a wide receiver for the Denver Broncos in 2010 and played his final season with the Tennessee Titans in 2018? Question 4. Which Minnesota Viking holds the record for most sacks in a single game? And question 5. Which Minnesota Vikings special teams player who began an off-and-on career with the team in 2010 hails from Rochester, Minnesota, and played for the Gophers during his college career? So round 2 is Women in History. March was Women's History Month. We're a couple days past March, but we can still celebrate the important women in history. Question 1. This woman, born in Minneapolis in 1890, wrote the influential work The Everglades, River of Grass in 1947, which forced people to reimagine the value of the Everglades, which had long been considered worthless swampland. Question 2. This American-born woman, who worked as a dancer and entertainer in Paris in the 1930s, worked for the French resistance during World War II by gathering information and smuggling it to French troops. Question 3. This woman holds the record for the most Grand Slam titles in tennis in the Open era, which began in 1968. Question 4. She was the first woman to be licensed as an architect in the state of California in 1904 and designed over 700 buildings in the state, including the famous Hearst Castle. And question 5. She became the first American woman in space in 1983. Round 3 is serial killer nicknames. So this category, I will give you the real name of some notorious serial killers, and your job is to answer with their nickname. Question 1. Real name is Ed Kemper. Question 2. The real name is David Berkowitz. Question 3. The real name is Dennis Rader. Question 4. The real name is Richard Ramirez. And question 5. The real name is Albert Fish. Okay, so round 4 is going to be some general knowledge. Question 1. This New Zealand man, along with Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, was the first person to summit Mount Everest in 1953. Question 2. What was the first animated series made for primetime television? Question 3. The abundance of this metal, which is rare on the surface of the Earth, at the site of the Chicxulub crater in Mexico, is what led scientists to the largely accepted hypothesis that an asteroid killed the dinosaurs. So what is the name of the rare metal? Question 4. What is the only work of art that Michelangelo ever signed? And question 5. In the epic poem, The Song of Hiawatha, this fictional Dakota woman was Hiawatha's true love. Round 5 is World War II. Question 1. What was the last major battle of World War II? Question 2. Before they entered the war as a major part of the Allied powers, the USSR fought the Winter War with this country in the winter of 1939 to 1940. Question 3. What was the goal of the September campaign? Question 4. What was the name of the puppet French government in the unoccupied portion of France between June 1940 and August 1944? And question 5, what does the D in D-Day stand for? Okay, so our final regular category, round 6, is called TV Character Alter Egos. So this is the opposite of the serial killer category. So I'm going to give you their fake name, their alter ego name, and you have to give the real name of the TV character. Question 1. The alter ego name is Heisenberg. Question 2. The alter ego or made-up name is Don Draper. Question 3. The fake name is Regina Phalange. Question 4. The alter ego name is Jeremy Bentham. And question 5. The alter ego name is Burt Macklin. So for the image round, the category is famous TV houses. So I'm going to present a slideshow here of famous houses from different TV shows, and you just have to name what TV show each house is from. So here goes the slideshow. All right, great job, everybody. So I'm just going to post the answers here so that you can kind of check them over at your own pace. Hopefully the questions weren't too hard. Hopefully you learned something, but most importantly, I hope you had a little bit of fun. I hope it's not too long before we get to all drink beer together again. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and stay sane. Keep your eyes on the YouTube channel, the Instagram page, and Facebook, because we're going to have a lot of stuff coming out over these weeks where we are closed. In the meantime, just keep doing what you've been doing, and we'll hope to see you soon. Thanks.